the introduction for Taylor. Taylor Duncan founded Alternative Baseball in 2016. He was diagnosed with autism at age 4. Taylor is at the forefront of raising awareness and spreading the message on the importance of inclusion for those with autism and other disabilities. Growing up, he often wasn't allowed to play baseball due to preconceived notions of persons with autism. Undeterred, Taylor improved his technique by working with some of the best players in baseball and slow pitch softball. Today's Taylor organization is comprised of 75 plus teams in 30 plus states and growing across America with future aspirations for international expansion. The organization enables teens and adults on the spectrum with other disabilities to strive to break barriers and change perceptions through authentic baseball experience. Taylor is speaking today from the Pathways Presentation Mastery, the level 1 option. This is a new option, by the way. Introduction to Vocal Variety and Body Language with a time of 5 to 7 minutes. His speech title is Life on the Spectrum. Please help me welcome Taylor Duncan.
November 27th, 1995. The day I was born to my parents at Kennestone Hospital in Marietta, Georgia. I was born in seemingly normal shape at a healthy weight of around 8 pounds at around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Fast forward nearly 4 years later to the day, mother begins to see that something was simply amiss. First, I wasn't talking in complete sentences. Second, I had issues with social anxiety, issues which prevented mother and I from being able to go out in public. Last of all, I often played alone, away from other children at the time. Mother then took me to the Marcus Institute in downtown Atlanta, one of the only autism diagnostician centers in the Southeast region at the time. It was there in which I was diagnosed on the autism spectrum as 1 in 1,000. Unlike today's statistics, which is now approximately 1 in 44 children diagnosed on the autism spectrum for the CDC. I was diagnosed in a time when autism awareness was virtually non-existent. The CDC hadn't even taken statistics of diagnoses yet in children across America until the year after I was diagnosed. Obviously, I soon began experiencing the negative stigmas and perceptions of what one with autism can and cannot accomplish. The doctors go over a list of the things with mother that I may never be able to accomplish throughout my life. These included the mastering ability to speak in full sentences, the ability to think coherently in academics, the ability to perform basic independent living duties, or the ability to hold down a job or a romantic relationship. Soon thereafter, the public school system wanted me placed in a seclusion classroom, away from the other kids in the general education setting where social development primarily takes place. Yet, my mother would never accept such as my reality. As an educator herself, my mother fought against her own employer for me to have the same social development opportunities as every other student at that school. Mother indeed made the most of her time, taking time with me every night over the next few years to work with me on different skills that otherwise would have naturally developed in those without a disability. During this time, with hard work and her I can attitude, I finally began speaking in full sentences, among finally achieving other developmental milestones. During the time span from 2000 to 2006, I would begin to be denied opportunities to play on traditional sports teams. I would also be denied the opportunity from developing some friendships due to the common negative perception of autism. In 2006, Mother and I discovered that my 4th grade teacher had falsified my academic records, falsely showing that I made progress in areas that I didn't. To make matters worse, the school system also tried to deny the accommodative services I had been guaranteed in years past. Once again, Mother stood up for me in the face of adversity, inspiring me through her example to build resilience and the ability to persevere against bullying from the teacher and from other students. With the help of my mother and the Lord up above, I developed the ability and the desire to become an advocate, not only for myself, but on behalf of others too. In the years since, Mother would take me out of public school to homeschool me. Even though I still face negative perceptions and stigmas, stereotypes of autism in society, I still held a desire to use my lessons learned in life to help others just like myself, all in order to power through those stigmas, to power through those perceptions, to power through those stereotypes. At the age of 20, I started a nonprofit organization, Alternative Baseball, to provide the authentic baseball experience for other teens and adults with disabilities across America. To promote the cause, I wanted to shed any public speaking anxieties in order to take my story where needed. I joined Toastmasters of West Georgia in 2016. With the help of a mentor and with supplementary experience, I not only shed my anxieties for public speaking, but I also developed the ability to tell my story to national outlets across the country, even performing a talk at a TEDx conference on promoting awareness and acceptance for autism and other disabilities and those individuals diagnosed through the wonderful wide world of athletics and beyond. Remember, none of this was supposed to happen. Per doctors, I wasn't supposed to speak in full sentences. Per the school system, I wasn't supposed to be included in academics and activities with the neurotypical kids. Per some baseball coaches, I wasn't supposed to have the opportunity to play or learn the true game of baseball with others. For other naysayers, I wasn't supposed to be leading a nonprofit organization. Yet here I am today, having power through the perception. Thanks to the help of my mother, teachers, coaches, mentors, and the Lord up above who believed in me throughout the years, I am where I am here today, right here in 2021, where I carry the passion, the dedication, the drive, and desire to continue advocating for others just like myself. Whether we have a disability or not, we all deserve a chance to live life to the fullest, free from stigmas and negative perceptions. Shouldn't we all have the ability to live out the American dream like God meant for us to? I believe when we are able to find the right support system to positively teach and encourage us to become the best versions of ourselves possible, the sky is truly the limit for what can actually become accomplished, no matter who we are. To me, the ability to self-advocate, to mentor, and to encourage others through societal barriers, stigmas, and perceptions is one of the truest forms of personal enrichment in all of human mankind. Mr. Toastmaster, back to you, good sir.
Thank you, Taylor. Certainly do appreciate that. Appreciate you. You need to be a motivational speaker instead of a baseball player, I believe. Great job.
That I am working on. I am doing a series called 100 Speeches in 100 Days to work on new and exciting ideas and material to present as a motivational speaker. And I've already learned so much. This is speech number 25 out of 100.
All right.
And ever since I've been reinstated with my home club, literally almost 2 weeks ago, I'm already through level 4 in presentation mastery with a plan to finish up the last 2 projects in the latter half of February. I'll update you when we do that so that you all could be invited to hear the keynote if you wish to participate in our meeting back in Douglasville over Zoom.
Very good. Very, very good. Yeah. So we would enjoy being part of that. Thank you, Taylor.